for me.
Yep, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting ready for softball here at Braintree High School. Braintree and Milton. Good. Thank you. Okay. Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's live stream broadcast of Braintree softball taking on Milton. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as today's first pitch in there for strike one. As Braintree's pitcher fires that in there, that's Dayuti starting here for Braintree. Normally playing in right field, but getting the start on the mound here today against 5-0 Milton. As the right-hander ready and fires another fastball in there by the leadoff hitter Studerman. Center fielder for the Wildcats. Braintree at 4-2 on the season, coming off of a victory here at home over Needham 5-3. As this one on the infield, over to second base, the throw across in time, and the game's first out. So Braintree right into action defensively. As it brings up the second baseman, Facey. As this one lifted out of play, first pitch swinging. Braintree defense across the outfield. It'll be Malcolm in left field and McPhee in center, with Stenman moving over from left to right with Diode pitching. And across the infield, Donahue at third base, the shortstop Surrett. Over at second is McPhee, and the first baseman for Braintree is Curran, with the catcher Westerfeld, as the pitch is just a little bit high. Good velocity out of the gate for Diode. As the game's first out, bases clear. We're in the top half of the first inning. Very important game here in the Bay State Conference, as that one's down and in. Braintree losing their first two games of the season, both non-league games. And now with 4 straight wins, have righted the ship, as that one in there for a strike. Diode ready, winds and fires, and missed down and in, and the count now fills. And the pitch, as this one lifted out towards second. Long lunging play, but it does fall down. Great diving play by McPhee, but could not secure it. And that one was in the glove for quite a bit of time. I know the play was not completed, but I have seen where the ball does pop out, but you have the ball for long enough. That was very, very close. Probably do agree with the fact that that one was ruled a base hit, but that was oh so close to being a phenomenal catch. And the second out of the inning. It obviously opens the door for a high-powered Milton attack. So the game's first hit almost turned into a absolutely great play over at second base. McPhee can't falter, excellent speed, able to get out there and even make that close. As the pitch tails inside. So the catcher Fish right now with a runner at first and one out, as this one is lifted back and out of play. Power matchup here. Westerfeld calling the game back behind the dish. Getting ready now. Diode to the outside part of the plate, caught at second, and it turns into a line drive double play. So Milton runs themselves into 2 on the base pass, and Braintree will have an opportunity in a scoreless game. Bottom half of the first inning, as Braintree will lead things off with McPhee. And first pitch swing, this one on the ground with some cue over to second, and the underhanded flip there just in time. One pitch and one out here in the bottom half of the inning. So the McPhee sisters back to back here, 1 and 2 in the order. Catherine and Jacqueline. And the pitch, and that's a strike. Starting pitcher here today for Milton is Hunt. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here as the pitch is blasted out of play. Right-hander ready, and this one lifted to the outfield, and that's going to drop down. A bloop single, and Braintree aboard here with one out. So McPhee on. Now we'll see if she takes off. Trying to get Braintree in scoring position for who has been the top hitter this season, Diuti. Another triple, and the victory over Needham. Trying to get some runners on and bring them home, as this one is knocked foul. First pitch swing again for Braintree. Womps going after a lot of first pitches. Sometimes it is the best pitch you see in the at-bat. A lot of people think you generally should take on the first pitch, but that is not necessarily the case unless you're trying to drive the pitch count up. As this one is in there on the outside corner for strike 2. And the pitch, and that one gets away from the catcher as the advance for McPhee down to second. So a costly mistake there for the Wildcats, who allow the base runner to advance with 2 strikes. Runner at second with 1 down, and that one is just tap foul. So the at-bat will continue. As Braintree trying to score first here at home. And what has been a good start to the season through 6 games, 4-2 record for Braintree. And Diuti back towards the middle of the infield, off the glove. The play to first is not in time, and everybody will reach. So an infield hit, and Braintree has them at the corners now with just the 1 out. It's Braintree looking to strike first here at home against the undefeated Wildcats. Ever since they have put into play the Arbiter Live website, seeing a lot more records up to date. As Braintree again, first pitch swinging, this one knocked foul by O'Neill. Designated player here today for Braintree. Surrett in the on-deck circle, if the innings to get there. 0-0 game here in the bottom half of the first, as the strike is in there, but Braintree does advance to second base. Diuti able to steal the bag, and they were wondering is that a foul ball or not. There's no signal now. She gets the bad news and heads back to first. Not sure why they threw it over to first base, but there was no official call from the umpires on what that call was, but obviously the ball had to have been a foul ball, because otherwise, why would Diuti go back to first? She had stolen the bag. So they're at the corners here for O'Neill. Timely spot. And that one down in the dirt. Braintree with a pair of singles here in the inning. Base runners at first and third with one down. 0-0 game. And a big swing and a miss, and Braintree with their first strikeout. So O'Neill could not put the ball in play, and now it's going to take something for Surrett for Braintree to get a run here in the inning. See if Surrett can drive in the run. First pitch, and that one's right there. A strike. A lot of first pitch strikes from the starter Hunt. McPhee at third, Diuti at first. A couple of raindrops starting to drop as this one over to second with some backspin, able to field it and throw it across in time, and Braintree strands a big opportunity here in the first inning as they leave two aboard and do not score as we head to the second in a 0-0 game. Top of the second inning as we continue our live stream broadcast here on BCAM TV in a 0-0 game. Very important game for Braintree here early in the season. It's a very good Milton team. So far undefeated through their first 5 games. As this one's knocked to the backstop. So it'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the inning as Lynch, the shortstop, leads things off. And that one is foul tipped and held onto behind the dish. So now 2 strikes. Diuti looking for her first K as this one is knocked out of play. The at-bat will continue. Braintree threatened in the bottom half of the first, getting 2 on with 1 out, but could not score. Milton had a double play end their inning in the first, as that one is high and away. Diuti ready, winds and fires, and this one a mile high. And this one finds its way down. The runner takes off for second. The throw is not going to be in time, and that is very, very aggressive base running. I am shocked that Lynch took off for second. Braintree certainly could have made that catch, but the fact that she's at second base is shocking. I know the wind certainly played with that, but taking off there for second base, you get gunned down with nobody out. That's a bad play, but it worked out. So the runner now at second with nobody out. Second hit. And the pitch on the outside edge for a strike. We've seen some very aggressive base running this season here in softball from multiple schools. And whether that was the player going on their own or the coach deciding to send the runner, obviously we'll never know that answer. But it worked out for the Wildcats, as that's a wild swing and a miss, and Diuti with the big strikeout. Good pitch down and away, and Braintree needed that. So the runner remains at second now with one out after the first strikeout, as McAnulty is down on strikes. As that one hangs up top. Third baseman McCrayville. As that one down in the dirt, big lead, and now the runner takes off for third. The throw down is not in time, and the aggressive running continues on the base path. So Braintree now in a much different looking position here with the runner at third and one down. And that's a strike. Good pitch. He really could use another strikeout. Keep that runner at third. Right now, Lynch doing everything she can on the bases to get her team on the board. And this one lifted back and out of play as the count now evens out. Diuti with one strikeout to her repertoire here today. This would be a very good spot to add a second. Keep that runner at third, and the pitch. And that one just off the edge. That's a good spot with two strikes. Certainly close, but definitely looked a little bit outside. It's a good pitch nonetheless, trying to get a chase. Now ready. And the pitch is just a little bit low. So a walk puts him at the corners. And now it brings up the starting pitcher. So Hunt trying to help out her own cause with the bat as they're at the corners with just the one out. As the runner takes off and takes the bag at second. And the pitch, and this one on the ground to third and foul. That one sharply hit. So Braintree had an opportunity back in the first inning with two on and one out. Same spot here with 2 on and 1 down for the Wildcats here in the second inning. Dealing with the number 7 hitter. As this one on the ground to third. The play is across the diamond. And the out made at first. The run does score from the back door, and the Wildcats take the lead. I'm a little surprised Braintree did not look home. Probably would have been a play at the plate, but it would have been a close play nonetheless. But in what is expected to be a tight game, I'm a little surprised Braintree didn't at least look in that direction. But they do get the out, and the runner does advance to third. So a 1-0 lead now for the visitors, as the first pitch is a strike. But I do like that Braintree got the out. Sometimes you see players look in the direction of third, and by the time they look at first, the throw's too late. So definitely happy Braintree got the out. And the pitch in there for another strike. So the ground out good enough for the game's first RBI, as Braintree trying to keep it here at 1-0. 6, 7, and 8 in the Braintree order due up in the bottom half of this inning. And the pitch as Diuti missed, and now the runner will take off to the plate. Here's the throw, and it's not in time. And that is tough to swallow here with 2 outs. Braintree had him in a good spot with 2 strikes. And that's an untimely pitch that gets away. I thought that's one that Westerfeld probably could have handled. But nonetheless, the pitch does get away and gets to the backstop, allowing the runner to score. It was a very close play at the plate. And with 2 outs, the runner was sent. The aggressive base running continues. So everybody scores here in the inning, 2 runs across. As the pitch is now high, and Braintree's got to bear down here. I don't want to let momentum really shift too much in this second inning. Braintree was pitch away from keeping it at 1-0. And the pitch is down. Milton hitters making it difficult. Seeing a lot of pitches here in the inning. And that one is cut on and missed, and Diuti comes back to fan 2 in the inning. However, Milton scores 2 runs in the top half of the second inning, and Braintree will trail 2-0 as we head to the bottom half. Bottom of the second inning here at Braintree High School with the home team down 2-0. As the first pitch tails off the plate. So we'll see if Braintree can start something here in the second inning, as Stenman leads things off in the 6th spot. Stenman, Curran, and Westerfeld. As the pitch on the way is down and a 2-0 count. So expect to get a good pitch 2-0, but does Braintree down 2 take a pitch here? Make the pitcher throw a strike. And Stenman does get the green light and hammers that one foul. Plenty of velocity behind that swing. Real big shift in the outfield. Not expecting the Braintree hitters to get around. Thinking the swings may be late. And a generous call on the inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 2-2. Base is empty. Nobody out. Here in the bottom half of the second, Braintree down 2-0. And this one sharply hit, and that's a fair ball. That one down and off the glove of the fielder, digging for second and getting there, no problem, is Stenman. The first baseman just jumped out of the way of that ball instead of getting the glove down. And Braintree very happy with the outcome there with a leadoff double. So they threatened back in the first, didn't score, and trying to change their fortunes here in this second. Braintree down 2-0 as Curran now takes a first pitch strike. Down 2 runs. The runner at second. It's a possibility Braintree could consider a sacrifice. But with the double play now out of order, probably swing away. As Curran takes another strike. So down in the hole quickly, 0-2. Westerfeld in the on-deck circle. Braintree trying to cash in on a leadoff double. And on the ground it goes. This one to third. And the runner takes off for third. The throw to first is in time. The throw to third not. So Braintree taking a page out of the Milton book and taking some aggressive base running. As getting to third now is Stenman with 1 out. So Westerfeld, an opportunity here with the bat to get Braintree on the scoreboard. Try and trim that lead. Starting ahead. And that one a called strike. Similar looking location. This one maybe a little bit lower and a called strike. Certainly need the ball in play here. Can't afford a strikeout. Braintree with a runner at third with 1 down. And the pitch. And this one sharply hit to first, but foul. Braintree's had some pretty good swings off the pitcher here in this second inning. And this one lifted up towards second base, and it's caught. So Braintree does not bring home the run. Runner stays at third. So Braintree gets the ball in the air, but not able to bring home the run. So let's take something here from Donahue, who pitched the distance in the victory over Needham. Trying to do it with the bat, the 9th spot. As that pitch is a called strike. Braintree for the second straight inning with the runner at third base. Trying to cash in this time after not scoring back in the first. And this one on the ground to first base, and the first baseman can't make the play, and it's just foul. And surprised how that could be a foul ball. That was, from our angle, very lucky that that was foul. That looked like that was going to be a base hit. Our vantage point out here in center field, we're not right down the line on the first base bag, but that's surprising that was not a fair ball. As this one gets away for a moment, Braintree take it off. Here's the play, and it's not in time as they score the runner from third. So both sides now cash in on a ball that gets away from the catcher. Got to give a lot of credit to Stenman. Her aggressive base running, taking third base on that ground out to third, getting to third, and then taking off on a ball that didn't get away all that far, and right off the bounce, able to score and make it 2-1. Bases are now empty, and the pitch, and Donahue flares this one out towards the outfield and ranging in to make the catch out in right field, but Braintree cuts the lead in half, and it's a 2-1 score as we head to the third. Top half of the third, 2-1 game. As Braintree trails by a run. All the runs coming back in the second inning. Braintree's had plenty of base runners. Both sides have had runners. Both have scored on a wild pitch. 9-1-2 in the order for Milton. As the pitch on the way to Lovett. That's a strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way from Diuti. Does not get the call. A lot of close pitches not going the way of the Braintree pitcher here in this game. And 2 back in the second. Trying to battle back from a 3-1 count. As this one is low, and now she has walked her second of the game. The last thing Braintree wanted after scoring a run is to surrender a leadoff base runner, especially a walk. Top of the order now. And the pitch, a strike. Studerman grounded out to second to begin the game. And that one is a little bit upstairs. We've seen aggressive base running. Now we'll see if maybe they try a bunt play. Imagine Studerman has that in her repertoire. A lot of left-handed hitters, especially with speed, at top of the order. As this one down, the runner takes off, the throw down, and the throw not in time. Decent throw, and it was dug out at short, but on the wrong side of the bag, however. If it was on the second base side instead of the shortstop side of the bag, probably would have been an out. But nonetheless, a solid throw that made it close on the stolen base try. But Milton continues to keep the pressure on with the base stealing. As this one lifted towards center field, tracking over, McPhee makes the catch. Big time play in center. Able to track that one down and take away an extra base hit. Runner at second with one down here in the third. And on the edge, a strike. This one lifted to the outfield, and coming over, it's Stenman to make the catch. The runner tags, the throw down to third is off target, and now the runner taking off to the plate and will score. And Braintree had the right idea. The throw just was not on target, and Stenman, if that was an accurate throw, would have had the base runner by quite a distance, but it gets away and turns into an error, and the run scores from third. So Braintree gets the second out. Could have turned into an inning-ending double play. But Milton continuing to get a lot of good bounces in this game, that being one of them. As the first pitch swing, and this one roped into the outfield. So Fish delivers a base hit here after hitting into a double play the first time. So another base runner as Braintree's one-run deficit now extended to two. Got to start keeping some zeros on the board now. I want to get in a shootout. As the pitch is off the plate. Both pitchers have been hit relatively well here in this game. Obviously some mistakes made on both sides. Braintree with a costly throwing error that turned into a run here in the inning. As this one's lifted up. In foul ground, long run for McPhee to make the catch in foul territory. So Braintree does surrender a run, but able to battle back and get the final out as we head to the bottom half of the third with Braintree down 3-1. Top of the order now for Braintree here to begin the bottom half of the third. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 for Braintree as McPhee grounded out to second first time. Going to jumpstart the Braintree offense. Scored a run back in the second. Braintree's had a base runner reach third in both of the first 2 innings, but only getting the 1 run so far. It's a matter of time before they can strike through. But again, Braintree's got to hold the Milton offense a little bit more quiet. They've scored 3 runs. As that one's in there for a strike. And on the ground, this one tap foul. Two strikes. Pitcher ready, winds and fires, and this one on the ground, too short on a hop. Here's the throw across, it's wild, and it gets away. The umpire getting in the way for a moment. Now the throw down, and the runner is out at second. So Braintree taking a gamble there, and it did not pay off. Very difficult once that ball gets away. There's not much foul ground, unfortunately, with the fence. And a throwing error, which should have had Braintree at least a base runner, turned into an out. The aggressive base running. Had to take a perfect throw, and it did. So the throwing error did not matter for the Wildcats, who are fortunate. Braintree doesn't have somebody on base right now, as it's one on the ground to third, but foul. Braintree looking for a base runner here in this third inning. As it's one on the ground again to shortstop. And the throw is just in time, so McPhee cannot get down to beat that throw out. Good throw from Lynch this time, who had an erratic throw last time, but on target this time, and Braintree now with their second out. So back-to-back ground balls hit towards shortstop, but Braintree with nothing to show for it. So Diuti, who singled the first time, there's nobody on. Base is empty with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. First meeting of the season between these two teams. Braintree with a third game this week on Friday. That'll be against Archbishop Williams, a makeup game from earlier in the season. As the pitch is another strike. Diuti takes a second strike on the edge. So Hunt looking for a clean inning, as it turns out. Although the way this inning started, thought Braintree was going to get a base runner after the wild throw. And this one tap foul. Wind has slowed down a bit. But nonetheless, Braintree needs something here with 2 down. O'Neill will be able to hit if the inning continues. And the 2-strike pitch. Down and away. Close pitch. Hunt has not walked anybody. Diuti has walked 2 on the other side. And the pitch, a called third strike. Wow, that looked to be outside from our vantage point, but Braintree strikes out, And that ends the inning. So we head to the fourth inning with Braintree down 3-1. Top of the fourth inning, first pitch swinging, and this one popped up on the infield. Diuti wants to take it herself, and the ball pops out of the glove. So we've seen both sides make a mistake, and that's one that really can't happen for Braintree, obviously with a 3-1 deficit, but it's a very good Milton team that doesn't need any extra outs. Generally, the pitcher does not field the ball, but Diuti, who does play the outfield, wanted to take that one, and it popped right out of the glove. Curran also in that vicinity as the pitch in there for a strike. So a gift base runner, as Braintree's now made a couple mistakes, and in big games, obviously the errors can factor into a game, and so far we've seen that. Braintree with a throwing error last inning from the outfield from Stenman allowed the run to score, the third run. And now a drop pop-up on a infield hit as this one lifted towards the outfield, gonna get up and over the head in center as the runner gonna round third, heading towards the plate and pulling up at second, and just like that they cash in. So those are the kind of plays that go a long way in a game. Obviously the error that allowed the runner on, instead of it just being a double, it turns into an RBI hit. Braintree's got to battle back now from a 3-run margin. So the 5-0 Milton Wildcats now lead 4-1 over your 4-2 Braintree Womps as this one down in the dirt. They stop behind the plate. Always wonder about confidence when things like that happen. Diuti really needs to bear down here, keep her team at 4-1. Don't want to dig too much more of a hole here as that pitch right in there for a strike. So McCrayville delivering the double that makes it a 4-1 game as the sun makes its way out. And this one tap foul. So Braintree still searching for the first out here of the inning. An error beginning the inning, and then a double that brought home the run. Runner still at second. 2-strike pitch now. And a ground ball to third and foul. Diuti has fanned 2 so far here in the game in 3+ innings. As the pitch is hit towards the infield, and it gets through past the shortstop as the runner will stop at third. The runner now advances to second, and some hard hit balls here in the inning. So it'll be a single, and moving up on the throw to second. And Milton with an opportunity really to open this game up. Pinch runner for the pitcher over at second. So Milton an opportunity with a 3-run lead to open this up. So a long way to go in this game, but Braintree really can't afford to fall behind by much more. As the pitch gets away from the catcher for a moment, but not far enough away. With nobody out, that would have been very surprising if they took off from third. First out has been very difficult to get, although obviously the initial pop-up was one that Braintree needed to have. As this one is knocked foul. Long season, but these are the kind of games that you want to see how your team responds to adversity. No matter what happens here in this game, this is a big game here in the season. With an important game on Friday as well against Archie's, as that one's in there for a strike. And that pitch spins the hitter back. As this one on the ground, too short, and it gets past the glove of Surrett all the way into the outfield as a pair of runs are going to come across, and Milton has blown it open now with 2 more to make it a 6-1 lead. That one took a wicked hop on the way through. 2-run double by Maloney, and Milton all of a sudden has a 3-run inning and a 6-1 lead here in the 4th. And what has been a very frustrating inning. Braintree still searches for their first out. Braintree with an entire meeting of the infield, trying to rally the troops here with Braintree down 6-1, and the Wildcats continue to put base runners on. As this one now gets to the backstop. Looks like Diuti may have had a little extra on that one, maybe overthrew it. Got to give Milton a lot of credit here in this inning. They've put some good swings on. They've made things very difficult for Braintree. And again, their aggressive base running has really worked out for them here in this game. As that one cut on and missed. As that one a swing and a miss on a rising pitch upstairs. So back-to-back pitches by the hitter. But Braintree still looking for that first out. And that one right there, and strike three looking. Not sure what the hitter was looking for there. That one right on the edge. But Braintree will take it. Finally get an out. So the runner stays at third now with one out. Here in a 6-1 game. And that one rolls in there, and the runner does not go home. Wow, I'm surprised. With the running that they have had here in this game, that's one looked pretty evident right from the release from out here in the outfield that was going to be almost impossible for the catcher to handle cleanly. With one out in the inning, that's really the time you send the base runner. So I'm surprised. As this one in there, and they got to call that, I believe, a little bit high. Difficult to read the home plate umpire's signal. So I don't know if he was saying that that one was up or if that was a strike. I think he was saying it was high. And that one clearly out of the zone. Long inning continues. Trying to battle back, and this time a strike. That one misses upstairs, and a walk. Puts him on the corners. And now a meeting with the head coach, acting coach Rollo. Our pitcher really has struggled here in this inning, but obviously not aided by the ball that was dropped to begin this inning. Difficult to respond to some of these situations, especially against a good team. They make you pay for your mistakes, and that's what's happened here in the inning, as Milton has scored so far 3 times, and they're not done yet. But Braintree's had their opportunities with the bats. In each of the first 2 innings, they've had multiple runners, just scoring that 1 run. You can imagine that they're going to continue to get base runners, but it's all about getting the timely hits. So runners now at first and third. As the pitch a strike and a throw down to third, not in time. The runner didn't move from the bag. That pitch tails away. So now the 3rd time through the order. As that pitch is in there on the corner for a strike. A lot of softball left in this game here in the bottom or the top half of this 4th inning. Braintree will still bat 4 more times. As that one is cut on and missed, and a strikeout. So a 2nd out here of the inning. Braintree could hold them here at 6-1. Obviously not the spot you want to be in down 5, but could be a little small win for Braintree with 2 on. Brings up Fish, who's been tough to get out in this game. As that one is a strike. Lined into a double play sharply and then singled last time. It's Braintree facing a 2nd and 3rd situation here with 2 down. And the pitch. And this one is stopped by Westerfeld. Good job to keep that one right in front of the plate. One on the ground and tap foul. So now up in the count. Diuti up ahead, 1-2, trying to put away Fish. Diuti has fanned 4. Should be a really nice time for her 5th. Try and get out of another jam. Pitch on the way, and that one just missed. Excellent spot on the outside corner, called for being just a little bit low, I believe. Very good pitch with 2 strikes, not getting the call. And the pitch, and on the ground and through. Into center field as 1 run scores, the second coming around, and they score 2 with another clutch hit. So Braintree can't get out of it. That call that did not go Diuti's way, a big call in this game. Instead of a inning-ending strikeout, turns into a next pitch, knocked up the middle, and a 2-run single. Make it 8-1. First pitch, Lynch knocks this one up in the air, and that one reaches foul ground. This one is on the ground to short, a nice diving play, but the underhanded flip not in time. So Braintree just can't find their way out of this inning. Nice stop there from shortstop, but that was going to be a very difficult play nonetheless, as we see another base runner with a pinch runner. And what has turned into a big inning. Pitches upstairs. A lot of extra pitches having to be thrown here in the inning. As that one cut on and missed. 2 aboard with 2 down. That one's down, no advance for the base runners. And this one a mile high, heading towards center. And McPhee able to make the catch and end the inning, but Braintree surrenders a big inning. They give up 5 runs here in the 4th inning, and Milton has blown it open now to lead 8-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Bottom half of the fourth inning, and Braintree needing a rally. Four, 5, and 6 in the Braintree order. Down 7 runs. Braintree spotted the Wildcats 5, the top half of the center. Pitch is down. O'Neill, who fanned back in the first. Braintree hasn't had a ton of timely hits here in this game. Just the 1 run on the board. They've had base runners in scoring position in 2 of the first 3 innings with the bat. Obviously now heading into the 4th. O'Neill, Surratt, and Stenman, the trio expected here in the inning. As this one to the middle of the infield and caught. So a line out to short. And now Surratt will hit, grounding out to second, ending the first inning. Braintree needs base runners in a hurry. The Milton hitters don't look to be giving up anytime soon. They scored in 3 of the first 4 innings. On the ground, this one to deep shortstop and mishandled as Surratt will easily reach the bag at first. That'll go as a infield single. Even if that one was fielded correctly, I don't think that would have been a throw that would have been made in time to get Surratt. I think both sides, other than maybe the pitcher, liking the fact that that was ruled a single. But there have been a lot of mistakes in this game. So Stenman, who doubled last time, trying to keep the Braintree inning going. As that one's down in the dirt, no advance. And for the second straight time has a 2-0 count. Last time she had the green light and nailed it foul off the first base fence. But right now Braintree needs base runners any way they can get them. Sometimes a walk is as good as a hit. As the pitch on the way, and that is a strike. Stenman again, lifting this one out of play. Ready, and Stenman on the ground, foul the third. Covered in the on-deck circle, with Stenman trying to improve on a 1-for-1 day with the bat. A double last time. A couple of good swings here in the at-bat. 8-1 deficit for Braintree. After a long top half of the fourth. That pitch is low. So the count now filling up. Got to swing at anything close now. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Braintree strikes out. Third strikeout for Braintree batters in this game, as now Curran hits with the runner at first and 2 down here in the bottom half of the fourth, and Braintree down 8-1. In their first strike. Curran grounding out to third base first time around. It's the Braintree inning hoping to continue. As that one well up in the zone. 5-0 Milton with the lead over Braintree, 8-1. The 4-2 Womps in danger of dropping to 4-3, halting their 4-game winning streak as this one's down. Womps would love another base runner out in front of Westerfeld, who's in the on-deck circle. Braintree's had some big innings this season. They're going to need some. And the pitch, and this one tap foul at third. Back-to-back full counts to Braintree hitters who've seen a lot of pitches here in the inning, but right now trying to find their way on with another base runner. And Curran swings at a pitch that was down and in and strikes out as the throw down to first completes the strikeout as Braintree leaves an opportunity on the table that was definitely low and in, and Curran could not hold off it as Braintree strikes out to end the inning. So we head to the 5th inning and Braintree down 8-1. Top half of the fifth inning, and Braintree has gone to the bullpen as Diode has finished her day after 4 innings of work, giving up 8 runs, one of which was unearned. So an 8-1 deficit for Braintree here in the 5th inning. As that one bounces down and in. Six, 7, and 8 in their order. And sitting in the driver's seat now. Gets a generous call on that pitch. 3-1 the count. It's the leadoff hitter for Milton. Has that one way off the plate and a leadoff walk. Brings up the pitcher. Hunt had an RBI ground out and has singled. As the pitch, and another pitch that's low. Command has been a problem since coming out of the bullpen for the reliever. So the runner now advances to second with a wide turn of the bag. And again, down the count, 3-0. And another walk. Rex rode into the game, has walked the first 2, as Milton has an opportunity to potentially hit that slaughter rule fashion here in this inning if Braintree doesn't start throwing some strikes. And that one's in there. It's a back-to-back strikes. First 2 have reached, both walking. Nobody out. They're in the top half of the 5th. Braintree down 8-1. And that one all the way to the backstop. That one floating over the catcher's head. Base hit here, might score a couple more. And the pitch on the ground back towards the mound as the play is to first, and that one is in time for the out. So the pitcher able to field the position as Rex Road gets the innings first out here in the 5th. Runners at second and third. Braintree bringing the infield in. Strike called. 2 walks and a ground out in this inning. Runners at second and third with 1 out for the Wildcats. As this one back to the mound again, the runner takes off and will score as the throw not in time. And it's a 9-1 game as the run comes in. Second time in a row the ball was knocked weakly back to the mound, but this time the runner does take off and scores. Pitch, that's a strike. So able to find the bearing a little bit here after back-to-back walks. 2 outs now in a row as this one is a swing and a miss. Another run cashed in. That's 4 straight innings now that the Wildcats have scored. As the pitch gets away and the runner will score from third. 10-1 game now as the visitors just keep piling it on. Braintree has not helped out their cause though. They've had at least 5 pitches that have gotten past the catcher. Most of them have been wild pitches. And that one is cut on and missed, and a strikeout ends up ending the inning. So Braintree gives up 2 more runs, and it's a 10-1 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th. As Braintree trying a bunt play here to begin the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the runner is ruled out at first on a bang-bang play. It looked like Braintree did beat that throw. I don't know about that call from the base umpire. In a 10-1 game, that's one that doesn't make all that much sense. I don't know if that's going to matter all that much in the final score of this game, but nonetheless, call that you kind of expect to go your way here at home. That looked like, to me, a tie goes to the runner type of play. I think the runner got there at the same time as the throw did. The Wildcats continue to have everything go their way here today. Looks like they made a handful of changes as well, with this game turning into a blowout now. Let's pitch in there for a strike. So the bases are empty with one down here in the 6th. Should make it the 5th. They already adjusted the scoreboard. Still playing here in the bottom half of the 5th. As this one lifted back and out of play. Winds and fires, and that one is swung on and missed. The runner has to go down the bag and losing contact this time with the bag as Braintree will reach. So a mistake made. That'll go down as an error on the catcher. So the strikeout, but the runner reaches. Braintree hoping to make some noise here in this inning as this one hits the batter up in the helmet. That's very dangerous, even with the helmet. Very difficult to react there. As Braintree now has 2 aboard. Some time called as the Braintree trainer coming out here to talk with McPhee, who was hit in the head. The helmet. Obviously you worry about concussions anytime the player is hit in the helmet. Very quick discussion. And play set to resume. Two on and one out. And the pitch on the way to McPhee, who tries the bunt. Drops it down, a good one. As a throw down to first, and the runner is called safe. So Braintree has them loaded up. So Milton got a call earlier. This call doesn't go their way. As the bases are loaded and Braintree all of a sudden has something starting. So a bunt single loads him for Diuti. And Diuti takes a pitch for a strike. He's had a couple of big time triples this season. Could use one here to clear the bags. Make this one much closer. And the pitch, Diuti towards the middle of the infield and through. One run across. Here comes a second. And Braintree with a 2-run hit from Diuti, and it's 10-3. So Braintree not going away. That first play of the inning, though, turned into a big call because Braintree could have nobody out right now, and that would have been another run. 10-3 the score here in the 5th. Still plenty of time left, but Milton giving up 2 runs here, and Braintree looking for more as O'Neill knocks this one back and out of play. Clouds come back in again. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. O'Neill looking for a timely hit. Hasn't been on base yet, has struck out and lined out. Really needs to put the ball in play here. Trying to keep the Braintree rally going as the pitch is down. Ready on the pitch, and this one is high. Two balls, two strikes. Runners now at second and third with one down as time is called, and wonder if maybe some dirt or something got in the eye of the hitter. And the pitch, and O'Neill for the second time in the game has fanned. 0 for 3 now from the cleanup spot. It's been tough for Braintree here in this game. Expect your cleanup hitter to come through with some clutch hits. So far here in this game has not been able to do so. And now for the second time with runners in scoring position, not able to get a run across. So now Surrett, who singled last time after grounding out, back in the first. 1 for 2. Braintree really needs to get those 2 runs across that are on base now. And Surrett pops it up. Catcher with a look over, but can't make the catch. Braintree given an extra opportunity here in the inning. That was one that certainly should have been made. Anytime the ball drops, not much room on a softball field in foul ground generally. Seven-run deficit for Braintree again. It was 8-1, then it was 10-1. Braintree's battled it to 10-3. And Surrett, a line drive base hit. That gets through, 1 run across. Here comes the second, and Braintree right back in this ball game, down 10-5. So the infield now coming in to talk with their team for Milton as Braintree gets a pinch runner. Braintree has battled all the way back from 9 runs down to make it a 5-run game. Still with a full 6th and 7th inning to work with. Just talked about a timely hit, and Surrett delivers on cue. Here comes Stenman as time is called. I don't know what the fielder was doing there, just going after, looked like a batting glove or something. Can't just leave the field without having time called. Fortunate the umpire did blow play dead. As Stenman, first pitch swinging, knocks that one off and out of play. So Braintree with clutch hits from Diuti and Surrett here in the inning, and their top hitters here this season, as this one is golfed and out of play. Stenman hoping to continue. Pinch runner Harvey at second, and the pitch, it's low as Harvey stays at second. Another hit, could score another run. Expected Braintree to show some life, and they've done that. Although Milton had an opportunity really to close things out, as they had a 9-run lead at one point. Braintree has forced it back to a 5-run game and aren't done yet here in this 5th inning. It's been a long inning. 4th and 5th innings really have slowed this game down after a pretty quick first 3. lot of runs in this game, 15 of them. I don't think we're done seeing runs yet. As the pitch on the way, and that one is called a ball. That was a close pitch. Stenman very fortunate to still be there. That was close. Ready to deliver, and that one missed. Count now filling, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and Stenman fans for the second straight time as Braintree does get 4 runs. A big inning here for the Womps as we head to the frame with a 10-5 game. Top half of the 6th inning, and the first pitch is a strike. Rain's starting to come down a little bit here. And a ground ball back to the mound. That's the 3rd time now in this game that since entering, Rexroad has gotten a weak ground ball back to the mound. Pitch gets down and away. Nobody on and 1 out, as that one's cut on and missed. A strike called. That one looked like it may have been off the edge. And a called 3rd strike. Hitter not happy at all with that sequence. Can understand that last call certainly looked to be outside. So 2 quick outs here in the inning as this one lofts in there for a strike. One really slowed down. And a hard ground ball. This one gets through. So the inning continues on the base hit from Lynch. So Braintree not able to get out of it. Runner takes off, throw down to second, and the runner is out at second. So Braintree catches them stealing, and that ends the inning. They get them quickly here in the inning, as the Braintree Bats will get an opportunity down by 5. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Braintree starting out the 1-0 count. That pitch also missing. 7, 8, and 9 in the Braintree order. The count. Conditions really have worsened as this game has moved along, and it's almost getting to the point that it's tough to play. Pitcher can't find the zone, and Braintree has the lead runner on. It's a cold rain too. Pitch on the way, and that one is cut on and missed. Big swing from Westerfeld. Braintree's deficit is 5. It was a 10-1 game at one point. Braintree with 4 runs in the 5th. And this one lifted back and out of play. As this one lifted to the outfield, that's going to get down as the runners advance. So Braintree has the first 2 on here in the 6th inning. And right now, ball security going to be a big-time concern. Trying to get a grip of that ball. Braintree got a very quick inning in the top half of the 6th. As this one on the ground, the pitcher able to snare it and get the out. That was an important out as Donahue is retired and the first out here of the 6th. Braintree still down 5, but they have 2 on now. Again, got to bring these clutch runs home. First pitch swinging, and McPhee with no contact. This one lifted back and out of play. So Braintree now, the leadoff hitter up there. As McPhee looks to continue the inning. And this one up in the air. Wind going to play with it a little bit. And the catch is made. The runner takes off for the plate. Throw is not in time. 1 run scores. As it's 10-6, a wide turn from Westerfeld. And the dive back to the bag, not in time. On the throw, and Braintree's made it a 4-run game. The conditions obviously very difficult right now for both pitchers. And at some point, it's going to be very difficult for this game to continue. The rain's not pouring, it's just very annoying with the wind as this one gets away momentarily. Westerfeld trying to draw a throw over at third. Braintree with 5 straight runs to battle back from a 10-1 deficit to make it 10-6 here in the 6th inning. One more hit would make it a 10-7 game. And the pitch. And that's a strike. Drops continue to fall. And McPhee with a swing and a foul tip held on to by the catcher as Braintree scores a run but does not get any further damage, leaving a runner at third. It's 10-6, a 4-run lead for Braintree, or 4-run deficit for Braintree as we head to the 7th. Top half of the 7th. First pitch in there for a strike. Braintree hoping for another quick inning here in the 7th inning. Give themselves a reasonable chance to come back in this game. Right now, can't afford to give up any more, though. Down by 4 runs. With the weather the way it is, anything can happen at this point. This weather really came out of nowhere. That one gets away. Able to get a grip of the ball is going to be very difficult. As that one's in there for a strike. And the 2-strike pitch, a called 3rd strike. Umpire wanting this game to end. I think everybody does at this point. Braintree still with one more at bat. You wonder if this is a playoff game, if this would be played through, or if they would stop play. Try and let this pass. Didn't look like it was going to get to this point, though, when Braintree was down 10-1. Thought maybe the game would end in 5 innings, but Braintree was not going to let that happen here today. That one gets to the backstop. Ready on the pitch, and that's a strike. Trying to battle all the way back from a 3-0 count. This one on the ground to 3rd. As a throw across in time. Good play made over there at 3rd by Donahue. Braintree looking for one more out here in the 7th. Then they'll have 3 outs to try and score at least 4 runs to tie the score. Another strike. And on the ground. Back to the mound, and it was mishandled. So the inning continues. So Rexroad continues to get dribblers back to her. This time could not handle it, though. And might see a pinch runner. I don't think anybody wants to pinch run at this point. Feel those cold raindrops as that one almost gets away, and the throw down to first, not in time. Braintree looking for the final out here of the 7th. As the pitch again is off the plate. Westerfeld continuing to be aggressive. I don't know if you really want to challenge too much over there at first base. You're down 4 runs. Just let the pitcher try and get the play. As this one is high. And we need some strikes now. And that one misses, and it is a walk. Looks like we might see a pinch hitter in this spot. And this one makes contact with the hitter as things have unraveled here with 2 outs. Match of Braintree go. An error, a walk, and now a hit batter. Rain trying to slow down here, which might be actually worse for Braintree because of the fact that better conditions to deal with enough of this inning. Braintree does need 1 more out here to get out of this inning. The bases now are full and there's nowhere to put the hitter. On the ground, this one to first base, but a foul ball. Got 2 strikes now. Trying to get out of this inning without any damage. Winds and fires, and a swing and a miss. So Braintree gives themselves a chance. Down 10-6 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th. Braintree needs 4 to tie the score. Play resuming here in the 7th. As Diuti leads things off. Braintree needing all the base runners. Down 4 runs. And a 2-0 start to Diode, who had the 2-run hit last time. Probably Braintree's most consistent hitter at this point in the season. That one not close. And that one a called strike on the edge. Looked like that one may have been outside. And 1. And the pitch is upstairs and a walk to begin the inning. So Braintree has it where they want it. Off walk. And first pitch swing, this one lifted to right field, but it'll drop foul. Braintree looking for one of the biggest comebacks I can remember in a long time. At one point, 10-1. And this one makes the hitter be a hit back. So Braintree has the first 2 on. Braintree with their 5 hitters so far who have reached on a walk and a hit batter. So command continues to be a problem. Last few innings for both sides with obvious reasons. The rain continues. It was windy. It's not as windy now. As that one is low. So it's a good opportunity here with the bat. Delivered a 2-run hit last time. And that was a low pitch call. The umpires really wide quite drastically. Strike in there again. Trying to pop its way out. Try and fall. 2 on, nobody. And the pitch. And this one lifted to the outfield. It's going to get down. As everybody will move up. Throw the runner, and now trying to take off and obviously retracing back to Diode. With nobody out, you don't ever take a gamble like Diode to remain there. Now has the tying run at the Milton coach, and looks like we're going to see a pitch as things have really come on for the Wildcats. 10-1, 6 now. There's nobody at the bottom of the 7th inning, and we will return with the pitching change. Resuming, and the pitch. And a strike to lead to the last two doubling back in the first. Could come away with a hard hit ball up. The play third and is in, although anyway. I don't know why there would be a tag applied there with the force at the dish, or at the bag. And that makes it 10-7, but right now concern on the slide into third. Braintree does get the run across, but right now, concern over at third base. The out was made for the first out here of the inning, with runners now at first and second. Inning continuing. Runners at first and second. The first out on the force out at third. Braintree makes it 10-7. As the first pitch is outside. So a pitching change was made here in the inning. Braintree continues to get base runners. Tying run remains at home. And that one called a strike. This one is knocked foul, able to just get a piece of that one. Curran right now having trouble holding off of that pitch on the inside part of the plate. Two strikes on the hitter. Runners leading from first and second. And a ground ball, this one foul. Pitch missing off the plate. And the pitch, another hard hit ball, this one foul to third. Long at bat continues. The pitch. And did Curran go around is the question. And they say yes. That's tough. Tough call to go against the home team. Down 3 runs. The tying run at the dish. As this one is a fair ball. That's a base hit. As the runner tags third, coming to the plate, and Braintree runs into an out at the end. What are you doing there? Ending the ball game, as Braintree had an opportunity here to come back, but I don't know about that situation there. Trying to run into an out at the end of the game, as Braintree had an opportunity to come all the way back, and Milton very fortunate here today. They're celebrating the win, but that was a very ugly victory for the Wildcats, as Braintree almost able to storm all the way back, as the final score is 10-7. Braintree trying to send that runner home to make it 10-8, but bases could have been loaded and we would have kept going, but we didn't get to see that here in this one, as Braintree drops to 4-3 with the loss in a game that saw a little bit of everything. A lot of runs and some bad weather late in the game that really impacted the play, but that'll end our coverage. Thank you for watching our live stream broadcast here today of Braintree softball against Milton. On behalf of our cameraman here today, Chris Curran, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.